Boys State Basketball Finals, brought to you by NC Plus, America's down-to-earth seed company. Your local Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately? And Lincoln Telephone.
And welcome to the Devaney Center here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Boys State Tournament action heating up here in the capital city. I'm Greg Matson along with Steve Hanusen. Steve, we start off right off the bat with a great contest in C2, don't we?
That's right. Sterling.
She now joins us live. Natalie?
With all of the action out on the court today, we'll see plenty of action up in the stands with thousands of people coming to the Bob Devaney Sports Center today. We'll see excited, spirited, sometimes crazy fans. I'll come to you home with some of these people, including parents, students, fans. We'll have it all. I'm looking forward to a great day, meeting a lot of people, watching some tremendous high school basketball. Greg, back to you.
Thank you, Natalie, and it is going to be some tremendous high school basketball. Osmond, they're a very good team. Sterling, the defending state champs, they just squeaked by North Scotia yesterday, so we're looking forward to a great contest. Continuing coverage right after the break. Sterling and Osmond, we're back after a quick timeout. Back live at the Devaney Center, Osmond and Sterling. Steve, it's been some great 2 days of high school basketball, and it all concludes here today.
Yes, there were some surprises last night. We'll be talking about that throughout the course of this day, but pretty much this class going as planned. Everybody expected Sterling to get back here. They did have the close call yesterday, but this should be an interesting ball game. Osmond has upset on their minds.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Now in that game against North Scotia yesterday, Sterling getting by just a whisker as Justin Haynes tips in a shot with 8 seconds to go. That gets Sterling back. He had 27 points. Thing about Sterling, a deep and talented team.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel lucky to be back here after yesterday, getting by just the 1 point. But it's a new ball game today. And like I said, Greg, you got to know that Osmond has upset on their minds, especially when they might believe that the Jets are vulnerable after yesterday.
Well, we're going to turn it over to the public address announcer for the non-starters in the starting lineup.
Number 15, Mark Bessenthal. Number 23, Kevin Wilkin. Number 35, Ryan Shea. Number 43, Mark Reuter. And number 51, Matt Bowden. And now the non-starting team members for the Osmond Tigers. Number 10, John Hansen. Number 20, James Stuckelberg. Number 32, Jared Wingert. Number 40, Jason Von Renssel. Number 44, Mark Gudenkoff. And number 50, Zach Gansebaum. Starting for the Sterling Jets, number 21, 6'2" senior, Micah Ure. Number 25, 6'4" senior, Kirk Hazen. Number 31, 5'10" senior, Brad Wusk. Number 33, 6'1" senior, Jason Barons. And number 41, 6'3" sophomore, Justin Haynes. The assistant coach at Sterling, Paul Calvert. The head coach, Brad Buller. And now the starters for the Osmond Tigers. Number 12, 5'10" senior, Jeff Lohr. Number 14, 5'10" senior, Pat Gassabaum. Number 22, 6' junior, Brian Hoffman. Number 34, 6'4" junior, Craig Johnson. Number 42, 6'4" senior, Tim Schulte. The assistant coach at Osmond, Dan Weeder. The head coach, Randy Yoakum. Referees this morning, Manuel Alvarez, Tom Millsap. The bench official, Steve Farley.
Osmond beat Sutton in the quarterfinals 51-40 and then beat Emerson Hubbard 59-48 in the semis. As for Sterling, they beat Republican Valley in the quarterfinal round 63-45. Then a thriller against North Loop Scotia 56-55 in the semis. Justin Haynes with 27 points in that contest.
Very exciting, overnight and day for Sterling coach Brad Buller. You can see the sign on the bench across the way. He is a proud father of the bouncing baby boy. Congratulations to him.
Osmond will be traveling to our right in the white, Sterling to our left in the maroon and gold. Coach Randy Yoakum said his squad loves to run, but when they came down here to the state tournament, they had to slow it down a bit, and they've had that method be very successful. Here comes Sterling. It's Wust. And they set their offense. In the paint, the spin shot falls for Justin Haynes. And it's Sterling on the board first. Osmond quickly back. Three-point shot off the mark by Brian Hoffman, and Sterling comes away with the rebound. And we have a tipped out of bounds. Sterling will retain possession just seconds into this Class C2 championship game. Osmond 20-3 on the year. Sterling 24-4. The Jets looking for their second straight title. The Jets move it around. It's Ewer from the corner, and he hits. A very talented ball player. Ewer with over 18 points per game on the average, a 6'2 senior. Osmond quickly down 4-zip. Working it around. Johnson in the paint, and that will fall. Osmond on the board.
Very patient trip down the floor that time for Osmond. They worked that perimeter and got the inside shot.
Tipped out of bounds, but Sterling retains possession. Sterling performance all year on offense, averaging over 72 points per game. Osmond not bad themselves, 71 points on the average. Numbers-wise, these two teams almost identical. Defensively, Sterling giving up just under 54. Osmond giving up just under 53. And there's the three. And Brad Wust likes what he sees. It's 7-2 Sterling. Osmond moves it around. Lure off the mark, but Hoffman is there for the rebound. They work it down low to Schultze. Off the mark. Johnson loses the grip, and it's Ewer. Jets on the run. Ewer finds a handle, and he's going to shoot. Pulls it up a bit short, and the Tigers are back into the offensive. Lure on top of the key. Rejected in the middle, and here come the Jets. Behrens gives it up. No, he's still putting on a dribbling exhibition, but they find Hayes in the paint down low. And we have a whistle. Kirk Mason cannot hang on, and we have a turnover.
Boy, a frantic pace to get this thing started. 5:32 left in the first. Both these teams going up and down the floor. Now some full court pressure by Sterling.
Osmond able to break the press. They'll go down low, and Lure knocks it away. Can't get the ball inside to Johnson. Hoffman with the inbounds. Hoffman, the leading offensive threat for the Tigers, averaging 17.5 points per game. On top of the key, they work it to the wing. Always looking down low, Steve, but now Lure fires off the mark. Picked up by Ganzabaum. And his feed off a limb. Osmond will keep control.
That was a good thought, the dish that time.
Quick shot from the baseline off the mark. Here come the Jets. Ewer can't find the handle, and he turns it over. So Osmond comes right back. In the lane, Ganzbaum, he can't get it to fall. Osmond having trouble connecting from down close. This is not the pace that head coach Randy Yoakum talked about. He wants his Tigers to slow it down in the paint. The runner off the mark by Haynes, but the follow-up is good. Kurt Hazen with the basket and a whistle. I'd like to finish the thought, Steve, that Randy Yoakum was talking about how successful his team was all season with the up-tempo running. They want to score 90, 95 points a game. They want the frantic pace. They got down here, they changed gears, decided to slow it down. In that first game against Sutton, defense ruled. They won at 51-40, but B.J. Smith, a very talented player from Sutton, they shut him down. I believe a zone. They were playing a zone. But he's found the slow tempo to his liking down here at the state tournament, and that's the key to victory in his eyes.
Well, you don't see that a lot. A lot of times teams will continue doing the things that made them successful during the regular season and got them to the state tournament. And it's very, maybe not unusual to see a coach change up at state tournament time, but they must be doing something right.
Hazen with the follow, and that's off the mark, and he's called for the foul. And it looks like Osmond would like a timeout. So we're going to throw it to a timeout as well. 9-2 Sterling, the count on the board. Continuing coverage of the Boys State Basketball Tournament after a timeout.
I'm here with the cheerleaders and the mascot of the Osmond Tigers. What is it like for you all to be here at state? I know that it's been a long time since your team has been here.
It's really exciting. It's exciting. We haven't been here since 1928.
That's great. How about the mascot?
It's fun. It's great to be here.
Good. Thank you very much, and good luck to you. Back to you, Greg.
Thank you, Natalie. Sterling with the ball after the Osmond turnover. And that's right. Osmond has not won a state title since 1928, so this would certainly be a feather in their collective caps. Jets, though, with the lead here. 4 minutes to go, first quarter of action. And there's Ure underneath, misses the bunny. Hazen with the rebound, and the Osmond folks screaming that he was over the back. No call, and it's now 11-2. Tigers having some problems with the pressure, but they're able to break and get into the front court. Tempo, tempo, tempo was what Coach Randy Yoakum stressed in his pregame talk. That's what he's looking for, that down low feed. And if Craig Johnson can keep hitting that shot, the Tigers will be in fine shape.
Craig Johnson has the 4 Osmond points so far.
Fantastic acrobatic move there by Justin Haynes. Haynes, the number 3 scorer on this team. Correction, that's number 2 scorer, but boy, did he step up yesterday with the big game. As we take another look at it, watch it underneath the body, up and in off the glass. Nice athletic play.
That was nice.
Justin, just a sophomore.
Haynes down the line, shooting 1 shot.
Gets the roll, and it's now a 14-4 contest, and Sterling goes right back to the pressure. But Ganzbaum breaks it, and Osmond goes into their offense. Luring Ganzbaum, playing catch on the perimeter. There's Hoffman. He's been quiet so far. They'll need him to put some points on the board. Averages over 17 per game. Down low, it's Schultze in the paint. Will the basket count? We're still waiting.
Going to count the bucket, Greg.
The basket is good from Schultze, but the foul going against the Tigers. So it's a 14-6 game. Get the points, they give up the foul. Here's Ewer. Bombs away from three-point land, and Jason Behrens connects. Sterling very impressive in this first quarter of play. Genzabom over to Hoffman. Hoffman has had trouble just penetrating. There's Lure from three, off the mark. And once again, the Jets are running. Wusk. And they throw it away. Just what the doctor ordered for Osmond. Down 11.
Sterling has played pretty efficiently each time down on the offensive end of the floor. One of their first turnovers here in this ball game, and they're out 17-6.
You know, Coach Butler of Sterling also talked about controlling the tempo, but also doing a great job on the boards. He thought that would really make a difference between victory and defeat. His team has been phenomenal so far off the window. Three-point shot, and Genzabom is able to connect. Osmond clawing within 8 points now at 17-9. Behrens had some problems there, but now it's Ewer on the left wing. Looking down low. Nice passing and underneath. Jason Behrens, the recipient of the nice feed from Justin Haynes. Slick work, Steve.
That was a nice look.
Osmond right back. And we have a foul. Looks like Brad Wusk flagged for the infraction.
Take another look at that. Yeah,
actually, Steve, pretty good foul.
Yeah, that was almost automatic, too.
You look at what the Osmond player had steering down Schulte, free lane of the basket.
Yeah.
Take that away. Give up the foul for the points. Give up the points for the foul, excuse me. So the Tigers now work it around the perimeter. There's Genzabom to Hoffman. Hoffman will penetrate. His shot won't go, and it will belong to Sterling. Well, each coach talked about controlling tempo. The Jets winning that war in the first quarter. Micah Ewer. The Jets work it around the perimeter. Shot off the mark by Behrens. But the Jets will retain possession.
A couple of Osmond players fought for that board. A break there for Sterling.
So Sterling with a 10-point lead, and they have the ball. Ewer from three, in and out. Boy, look at Hazen go after the ball. Nice follow, but it won't go. Sterling owning the boards in that possession. Pays off. It's Justin Haynes with the bucket. And Osmond turns the ball over again.
Justin Haynes doing an outstanding job on the rebound there. He went up a couple of times with a different shot, and it paid off for him.
Boy, Haynes got those lanky arms extended. The Jets really cleaning up on the glass on that point. 4 attempts they had.
That last time down, I believe it was 3 attempts, but Haynes had a part in all of them. He has 7 on the day so far.
So the Jets are right back. There's Behrens. 51 of the game is Bowden. Ewer with the board. Up, can't get it to drop. They still scrap for the loose ball, and Osmond finally able to bring it away. Jets continue to get that second opportunity, though.
They are really crashing the boards, and it's paying off.
Less than 10 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. Hoffman on top of the key. Genzabom from downtown. It's off the window, and the first quarter comes to a close. Our score after 1 period of play, Sterling 21, Osmond 9. Continuing coverage of the Boys State C2 championship game after a timeout.
I'm here with plenty of students from Sterling Junior High School. Tell me what you all think it takes to win this game. You've been here before. What does it take? Spirit! And it's like you have a whole lot of spirit, isn't it? How did you paint your faces? Did you all do it to each other?
Yeah.
On the bus. It's great. Well, good luck to you all. Back to you, Greg and Steve.
Thank you, Natalie. seconds into the second quarter of play. Number's still the same. It's 21-9. Sterling with the lead. Ganzebaum can't get his shot to drop, and the Jets come away with the loose ball once again. Big advantage in rebounds in that first quarter for the Jets, isn't it, Steve?
That's right. Sterling outboarded Osmond 12-4, and that's what has made the difference.
Coach Buller of the Jets, 3 things: keep Osmond from scoring inside, control the tempo, and do a good job on the boards. They've been fantastic off the glass. Here's Osmond. Denied on the lay-in is Schultze, but we have a foul. And Schultze is headed to the charity stripe. Look at that again. Haynes going high up, but looks like he got part of the body, and Schultze will get 2.
Schultze going up the attempted jam there, and Haynes got in his face. He committed his first personal foul of this game.
Well, Osmond doesn't look like they've found their rhythm in any way, shape, or form. Not lighting it up from the field.
That full court press might be playing a part in that too, Greg.
Schultze connects on the second. It's 21-10. And into the game for Osmond, number 40, Jason Von Retzel, 5'10" senior. Let's see if he can provide a spark.
Greg, are you surprised that neither one of these teams have gone more to their bench?
Not really. Osmond not a particularly deep team. The Jets very athletic with their starters. There's Behrens with the tray. If it works, don't change it. So the Tigers come right back. Von Retzel denied, and Ewer with the loose ball. Boy, the Jets just press the issue as soon as they break from the pack. Ewer. His feed knocked away. We have a foul, and Osmond will take control.
You going to call that on Ewer? Looks like.
So Ewer is flagged with the foul, making contact on the drive, and Sterling pulls back the reins. No pressure as Ganzebaum brings it up.
Whoopsie.
Hoffman on the line. Osmond still very much in this contest, down 14, lacking a little bit of confidence though. They need a spark. There's Behrens in the right wing. Hazen to Ewert. Wust, the shot knocked away. Ewert, and the follow is good. Micah Ewert, and the Sterling Jets put the pressure on right away. Hoffman back to Lure. Lure out of control, but he's able to pick up the foul. So Justin Haynes is flagged with the foul. That's his second. And we have a timeout on the floor. 26-10 the numbers. Jets with the lead. We're back with more from the Class C2 championship game after a quick timeout. Back live at the Devaney Center. 26-10 the Jets. Osmond with the ball though, trying to chip away at that deficit. And Lure has the ball on top of the key. Hoffman from Treyland, off the mark. Hoffman again, though, with the follow, and that falls. Maybe that will get him on track. Ewer now coming right back in the paint. The little shot in the paint goes up and in. Ewer will go to the line as well. A chance for a three-point play.
Just seems like Sterling has grabbed any kind of momentum that Osmond can get going. This is a quick trip down the floor, and Ewer converts it. He's at the line trying to make it a traditional three-point play.
The one-handed runner getting the roll. Ewer has been very impressive in this first half. Schultze returns for the Tigers, and James Steckelberg in as well. You were off the mark, and Hoffman runs it down. Boy, Osmond gets a basket. You think maybe they're going to claw their way back into this contest, and Sterling is right back to thwart that.
Yep.
Hoffman from 3. That won't go. Hazen with the rebound, and Wusk is running. They have a 3-on-1. Ewer stops, pulls up under his man, up and in.
Nice head fake there from Ewer. Those are 6 points that he's put up just in this quarter.
And Wusk is going to be called for the foul. Hoffman able to get a step on him, and Wusk gets him with the body. Ganzabon picks up his dribble, gives it to Steckelberg. Steckelberg, a 5'11 senior, he puts in 7, almost 8 points a game. Osmond, it's Schultze who runs it down. Continually looking inside and not finding success. Ewer with the rebound, and there's Hazen. He picks up the foul too.
Sterling playing very, very tough on the boards here this morning. And really, in general, inside play. Every time Osmond tries to go inside, their deep down players have got 2 guys on them. So obviously, the Sterling Jets trying to clog up the middle and make Osmond beat them from the outside.
You look at the Sterling roster, their starters not particularly tall. Hazen the tallest at 6'4", but they play big. And they matched up. North Loop Scotia matched up pretty well with Sterling yesterday. I know Glenn Snodgrass, their center, 6'6". They're a big team. They play big. That was a very close game. Osmond having some trouble here. Not getting the inside game on track. And good example, look at Haynes just come out of nowhere to grab that rebound.
And it could be a frustration foul there on Johnson. That is his 3rd personal foul. He'll have to take a seat.
So Von Retzel returns to the contest, and Haynes returns to the free throw line, the sophomore. Trying to increase the advantage. First one goes off. Barron's flying in, but he can't control the rebound, and Osmond will take control. Jets slap on the pressure. It's given Osmond some difficulty.
Yeah.
Both teams in the bonus now. The Jets, though, with the 18-point lead.
It just hasn't seemed like they've picked up this 18-point lead. It's been a gradual thing. I mean, you look up at the scoreboard, and it's 30-12.
Ganzabon breaks a press on the dribble. Up and in. And it's Schultze with the bucket. So on that occasion, the Tigers able to get it done. But look at Hazen come back with the loose ball off the block. Schultze, though, gets it out to an outlet man, and there's Luer for the basket, 4 in a row now. And it's 30-16. Something to finally cheer about for the Tiger faithful.
A little bit of a run here.
Jets decide to go to their set. Barron's on top. From the corner. Haynes is off. But Hazen gets the rebound and is called for the offensive foul. So Osmond with the chance to chip away 2 more, perhaps 3. Some great athletes on the Sterling team, a fantastic football squad. I know they had some classic battles with Adams, but it was Adams who prevailed at come playoff time. Osmond with a pretty good team as well. All the way down the floor, up and in. Ganzabom. Lo and behold, it's down to 12, and the Tigers have a spark. Just missing the steal. Barron's able to recover. The pull-up is good.
Every time.
Barron's providing the answer.
Yep. They have an answer every time, it seems like, Greg. Matching baskets here.
So the Tigers, though, that up-tempo game working during that stretch. We'll take a timeout. 32-18 the numbers in favor of the Jets. We're back after this timeout.
The parents of number 22, Brian Hoffman. Brian hasn't scored yet today, but they're confident that he'll do better. How do you feel in Brian's performance so far? And they might just need him to pull this game off. What do you think?
I think they're going to need a lot.
How about Dad?
Well, I think his performance could improve a little bit, but I think as the game goes, I think we can probably pull it out.
Great, thanks so much. Back to the table.
Thank you, Natalie. Plenty of time to pull it out. Heck, we're just in the second quarter of play, 3 minutes to go. 32-18 the Jets, but Osmond on the attack.
You know, Greg, if Osmond can survive this first half onslaught from Sterling, maybe regroup at halftime, it could be interesting in the second half. If Osmond can just kind of maintain and try not to get too far behind here, maybe come out and do something different after the halftime period.
So Ganzabom connects on the front end. He'll get a second. The lead is 13. If they can get it in the single digits by half, I think that would be very advantageous for the Tiger chances. So it's 32-20. The Tigers have shown a spark in these last few minutes of play. Wusk to the corner. Nathan Huisman is into the contest. There's Behrens, the runner on the baseline, and he traveled. He wanted a foul. He got bumped when he picked up the dribble, but the referee called traveling, and the Tigers can now get it to 10.
Important trip down the floor this time for Osmond, like you're saying, Greg. If they can whittle into this lead, it could be interesting in the second half.
You see the Osmond faithful, they sense something might be happening. Everybody's standing. Hoffman, the ill-advised pass picked off by Haynes, and here come the Jets. They have numbers. Behrens pulls up, and it's good. So that's a 4-point swing right there. Ganzabom right back. Kid can dribble very well. Hoffman to Lure. Lure, the rainbow, and that drops down all net. Good for 3. Boy, that had an arc on it. Behrens goes down low. There's Haynes. Couple of pump fakes, and then drops it in off the window. Status quo for the last few minutes. Jets with that 13-point lead. Ganzabom on top, over to Lure. Lure's hit a couple of long trays tonight. This morning, excuse me. Still bleeds over from last night. Well, those are the folks in the production crew. Long evening. Lure again. That one can't find the mark. And it's Behrens with the ball. Now it's Wusk. He'll set. Huisman back to Wusk. Jets playing very deliberately on the perimeter now. Haynes will go, and Haynes will connect for 3. Just when it looked like Osmond might get it down into single digits, all of a sudden it's back to 16, and we're less than a minute away from half. Tigers will play for 1. I think that's just fine with the Osmond folks. They're going to let him, or the Sterling folks, they're going to let him dribble the half out. .15 seconds to go. The strategy very pleasing to the Jet faithful. lure to Ganzabom. Hoffman open on the wing, off the mark. And the Jets hold on. Tigers cannot get it to fall at the horn. And Sterling goes into the break with the lead. It's 39-23. Very productive half for Sterling. All three of the key aspects of the game. Brad Buller got it done, and now Steve is standing by with the head coach from Sterling.
That's right, Brad Buller, head coach of Sterling. Brad, you got to be pretty pleased with the first half performance, but still a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, we've come out in real good intensity. We're shooting the ball, passing the ball real well. I think our defense is playing real solid, but there's a half to go yet.
All right, very good, Brad. Congratulations on the Sun, too.
Thank you.
All right, very good. 39-23, Sterling at the half. We'll be back with our halftime activities right after this. Here's the C2 Coaches All-State team for 1994. Emerson Hubbard earned a state tournament spot behind the play of 6-foot senior Brent Beacom. Beacom averaged 21 points a night. The other guard spot goes to Harvard's John Peel. Peel put down 28 points a game in his senior campaign. Glenn Snodgrass of North Loop, Scotia fills a forward spot on the strength of his 24 points a night performance this year. B.J. Smith of Sutton enjoyed a solid senior season. Smith grabbed 9 boards and put up 26 points each night. Micah Ewer of Sterling rounds out the final top 5. Ewer averaged 18 points a game. Receiving honorable mention in C2, Ryan McMeekin of Shelby, Rob McCarter of Overton, Bertrand's Joel Riggs, Denny Cannon of Friend, Doug Lisa of Rep Valley, Brian Hoffman of Osmond, and Chris Greek of Newman Grove. There's your C2 Coaches All-State team for 1994. Welcome back, everyone. 39-23, Sterling out on top here of this C2 contest. You've seen the All-State team. We have head coach Kevin Mayfield of Harvard joining us here at halftime to talk a little bit more about these players. And one player you're very familiar with is John Peel. You got a chance to see a lot of him this year.
Yeah, I've had the fortunate ability or the opportunity to coach John Peel for the last 4 years, and he's been a very hard worker, and this year I think that work's paid off. He's led the state in a lot of categories, and I think he is leading the state in scoring this year.
You know, all these guys are seniors, and Glenn Snodgrass playing a big part in the North Loop Scotia game last night.
Yeah, he was. They had a very good chance of being here tonight. I think it was a one-point game yesterday, and I had the opportunity to see him play first round, and he does a really good job of posting up inside.
You've also said you had a chance to see B.J. Smith of Sutton, too.
Yeah, BJ comes from a long line of strong forward post players from Sutton with the Jay Spearmans, Clint Jones, and Scott Shiremans. And I don't know who they'll have next year, but they'll probably come up with somebody. And BJ really does a super job inside, and he's capable of hitting the outside shot, too.
We're getting a chance to see Micah Ewer here this morning. Is he playing as well as he can? How do you assess that?
I'll tell you, the few times that I have seen him play, I would say he's probably not playing up to his ability right now. It seems like a couple of shots aren't falling for him, but I think knowing the athlete that he is and the smart player that he is, I think he might come back and have a good second half.
How about this game playing out? How do you see it?
Well, Osmond really impresses me a lot with their quickness. I saw them play the first round, and I think there's 3 keys that they need to do to get back in the game. One is keep Sterling off the offensive boards. I think they're really hurting them there, and then utilize that quickness. Then I think they've got to make a few better decisions with their passes.
All right, very good. Harvard head coach Kevin Mayfield, thanks for joining us here at halftime today. Good luck in your racquetball tournament this afternoon.
All right, thank you.
All right, very good. We'll go ahead and take a break. We'll be back with more halftime activities right after this.
Back live here at the Devaney Center, and Sterling controlling the numbers both on the scoreboard and statistically. As we take a look at the first half numbers, Sterling with a sizzling 59% from the field. Osmond just 9 of 26 from the field, 35%. Free throws, 3 of 4 for the Tigers. The Jets 1 of 5. But look at the rebounds, 21 for Sterling, only 9 for the Tigers. That will have to change if Osmond has any hopes of climbing back into this contest. Turnovers fairly even, Sterling with 9, Osmond with 8. Here's another telling statistic. From three-point land, Osmond 2 of 11, only 18%. The Jets 4 of 7, 57%. Leading the way from our standpoint, from our scoring, is Jason Behrens with 11 points. Back with second half action from the C2 championship game after a quick timeout.
10-11 Sports, coverage from all directions. Greg Mattson and Steve Van Hoosen bring you sports coverage from all directions, only on 10-11 Sports.
Osmond head coach Randy Yoakum joins us before the start of the second half. Coach, your team being out-rebounded 21-9, something like that in the first half. That's going to have to change, I would think.
Right, we're getting beat on the boards quite badly, but even despite that, it's on our offensive end. We're getting shots. We're getting lots of shots, and they're just not going down. We've got to give up a few less boards, but we're just going to keep shooting the ball, hopefully get a few shots to go down and see if we can crawl back in this thing. I can't fault the effort. I told the kids at halftime, they're giving a great effort. They're leaving it all on the floor. We're just not getting the ball to go in the hole.
Okay, Coach Yoakum, thanks for your time. Best of luck in the second half. We'll be right back with that second half after this break.
Back live at the Vandy Center. Osmond will start the second half with the ball. They're down 39-23. Steve, Randy Yoakum made a pretty good point here. Field goals, Osmond has attempted 26, Sterling 29. Fairly even right there. It's a percentage that's killing the Tigers. They're only connecting on 35%, while Sterling sizzling at 59.
If Osmond is able to withstand a great shot there by Sterling, they could get back in this thing at the start of the second half, not with that kind of play, though.
It's Behrens on the run. His shot is altered, but Sterling will keep the ball. On top of the key, Ewer. That's off. Hazen with the rebound. Cleaning up underneath was Behrens. He just couldn't get at the ball. And here comes Osmond. 3 cracks at the basket. That has got to stop for the Tigers. They've got to find a way to contain the boards, control the boards. Craig Johnson, the pass won't click, and it's back to the Jets.
It's a good opportunity for Osmond to get a couple of unanswered points there, but they come away empty-handed.
Hazen on the follow, and it counts. He'll go to the line.
Once again, the board play, a major factor at half at 21-19, the board advantage for Sterling.
Now you look at this play right here, Steve, and you can't fault the effort, true, but they're just not boxing out. Hazen came right around his man, had a clear path to the ball. So it's 41-23, early second half play. 19 points the advantage now for the Jets. Osmond folks sitting quietly. Ganzabom looked, didn't like what he saw. They go down low. The spin move off the mark there by Johnson. And the Jets can now build it to their biggest advantage of the game.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice feed. Behrens with a great look. Excuse me, that was Haynes with the great look.
And there's another look at the great look.
Johnson having nothing to do with that. Unfortunately for Johnson, his 4th foul. So he'll take a seat. And Hazen will go to the line.
New shot.
A big day of high school basketball here on 10-11, as well as college basketball. We have the D2 game on deck, followed by the Class A championship, and of course, after the Class A title game, we will show the Husker-Missouri game on a tape delay basis, so you can get all the high school basketball you're hoping for, plus the Husker Tiger game in its entirety. There's Haynes, the great look to Hazen down low. He can't connect. Barron's there.
Nice
That's
feed.
rejected. You know, a great finish for the Tigers there.
Nice.
As Von Retzel gets the bucket. Tigers with some great returns in that play, but still you look at the fact that the Jets had 3 cracks once again at the basket. If that continues, no hope.
Now, I think that's twice here in the third quarter.
Sure.
They've had several shots at the bucket, and they haven't been able to cash in on it.
So the field goal percentage may be dropping a bit for the Jets, but the advantage on the scoreboard still 19. Ewer, they swing it around. There's Wusk is off the mark, and Hoffman comes up with the loose ball. From Treyland, off the mark from Steckelberg, but the follow is good. Von Retzel with a couple of quick buckets here. He's been a spark plug.
Yep.
Haynes, the turnaround. No. One of the few opportunities or few times that they've had the one shot and out. Gansbaum. He'll dish to Hoffman. Hoffman will drive and score. Now the Osmond crowd is standing. Signs of a run.
Yep.
Every time it looked like Osmond would make a run, the Jets have put together a few points themselves, and there's Barons. It'll take some of the starch from Osmond. Gansbaum to Steckelberg. There's Hoffman from three-point land off the mark, and Wusk has the rebound. But he turns the ball over. Goes off a foot, and the referee will give it to, looks like it's going to go to Osmond. Anyways, we'll take a timeout while they sort out the mess. It's 46-29. Sterling back after a timeout. However, still a mountain to climb for the Tigers. Sterling has possession. The Tigers have elected to slap on the pressure. Wusk to Ewer. He's short. There's Behrens, though, and we have a foul. Von Retzel has been a spark for the Tigers. He picks up the foul, though, on this in this occasion, his third. Sterling goes down to Haynes. His big arms keep the ball away from the defenders. And there's Hazen with some good work to pick up the loose ball. Back to Wusk. Ewer. He will not hesitate to take that shot, and it goes for three.
Coach Mayfield said we haven't seen the best of this guy at halftime. Here's a turnover.
Steal by Haynes. Picked clean. Haynes doesn't like it, but the Tigers are right back. Haynes a little woozy at the other end of the court, but he runs back to join the action. Hoffman will inbound. Lure, top of the key to Ganzbaum. They go underneath. Their big man. Schulte working hard. Hoffman can't get the shot to drop, but he'll go to the line.
Schulte, a very unselfish player. He had a shot, got his rebound, had another chance to put it up, but he decided to dish it off when he could have went straight back up.
Barron's called for the foul. So Hoffman gets a pair. And that blinks off the iron. Jets up by 20. Some grim faces over on the Osmond bench. Ewer with the ball, gives it back to West. Now Barons, he'll fire. Ewer all alone on the backside for the rebound. Can't get his follow to drop, and Schulte picks up the board. Ganzbaum.
Oh, nice.
Paint. Von Retzel connects. Now they've got Von Retzel playing down on the low side. Doesn't look like a low post player or a big man in any sense of the word. Performed well though. Haynes trying to just slap it on in, won't go, and here come the Tigers. There's Hoffman. The scoop won't go. Gets his follow, that won't go. Hazen with the rebound. Hoffman comes up with a loose ball. Retries, and finally Hoffman will go to the line. I don't think that first shot, Steve, is what he had in mind.
No, but then he kind of recovered and then gets his own rebound.
Yeah.
That first one almost went.
Well, the bunny on the second attempt didn't work, but the ball was slapped away, and Hoffman was able to pick it up on the third time a charm in getting to the line anyway. So he'll get two. And the first one is down. Osmond can put together a little run here, make it reachable for the fourth quarter. It's 49-33. Referee performing some duties that I do frequently around the house, Steve.
Do a little wiping up there, huh?
That's right. Except when I do it, I don't get any cheers. Maybe I can pipe in some crowd noise or something. Hoffman with the second attempt. That's off the mark, and you were there to gobble up the board. Ewer gets it back. Ewer and Behrens have been potent from the outside on each wing. Hazen and Haynes have done the work down low. Tipped away, Osmond keeps the ball. Boy, Haynes and Hazen are lanky fellows, aren't they?
They've made a difference underneath. Oh, there's some good defense.
Nice quick hands there by Lure. Can't find the handle though.
One thing, I'm sorry, Greg, one thing about this Osmond team, they're down, they've been down most of the game, but they haven't given up.
Boy, the fans on the Osmond side are just praying for the Tigers to somehow get a spark, get a run going. Here's Hoffman. Do it himself. He'll miss. Lure there to get the board. They'll reset. Hoffman alone in the corner for three. Good. Maybe this is what the Tiger faithful were looking for. 49-36, it's 13. A far cry from 20 just moments ago. Ewer. And we have a blocking foul.
That's number 3 on Tim Schulte.
Look at the replay. Didn't look like big contact, but the referee just has to see contact to make that call.
I would not want to be an official. Schulte's going to take a seat.
Back up top, it's tipped away by Steckelberg. The dish back can't click, and here comes Ewer. He'll pull it up. Ewer to Wust. He had Haynes for a moment, but he has Hazen in the paint. Rejected twice. Now a whistle. Looked like he might have picked up his own dribble that time, Steve, but apparently one of the Tigers got a paw in there. There's a replay. Yeah, they sure did. That was a good no call. So Hazen creates, and he'll go to the line. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter of play. Osmond is 20-3 on the year. 3 losses coming to Orchard, Wakefield, and Wausau. They've been spread out. They're on a 6-game winning streak. Sterling, on the other hand, beaten 4 times this year. Falls City, Sacred Heart, Hershey, Paxton, and Odell. Sterling out of the tough Homesteader Conference.
They've just been killing each other down there in southeast Nebraska all year. We were talking about that the other night.
Yep. Pays off, though, at state tournament time. Sterling here in the championship game, Odell in D2, and Adams made it all the way to the D1 semifinals. 35 seconds to go. Tigers doing the same thing they did at the end of the first half, holding for that last shot. Did not work after the second quarter. It's a 13-point Jet lead. You get it down to 11 or 10 points, Steve, and that's certainly doable in the fourth quarter.
Well, Osmond just didn't go away.
So now they go into the offense with less than 10 seconds to go. Luer, Ganzabom. He'll take the 3. Off the mark. Rebound. Oh,
no good.
Bucket goes in, but the bucket does not count. So it's 49-33 Sterling after 3 quarters. Continuing coverage of the Boys State basketball tournament in a moment.
Here with 6 of the state champions from the 1969 Class C2's championship. With me as well is Cal Christline. He was a former champion in 1969. He also played for Nebraska from 69 to 73. Cal, tell me what you think of the game so far. This has to bring back a lot of memories.
Well, we didn't play quite this hard back then. This team's really well coached. Excuse me, you just got to stop. That's exciting. It's a lot of fun coming back down here, seeing old friends. It does bring back some good memories.
Thank you. Congratulations to all of you in 69, and best of luck to the Sterling team this year. Greg, back to you.
Thank you, Natalie. And as we saw, Mr. Haynes can throw it down. Just getting the first basket of the fourth quarter of play. Haynes to Hazen. He's got Behrens. Behrens gets a handle, but Hoffman has a stronger grip. And a whistle. Foul going against Ganzabom. In that third quarter of play, Steve, points in the paint, 8-2 in Osmond's favor. Sterling only 3 of 15 from the field, but Osmond could not take advantage. The Jets maintaining that advantage with defense. Osmond only 5 of 13, an improvement, but not enough to get back into it. They did a good job of keeping the Jets out of the inside, but still now it's a 15-point deficit. Ewer does not connect, and there's Schulte. 51-36, Sterling in the bonus. Early in this fourth quarter of play. Baseline shot does not go. Schulte looks like he'll be called. Did not get the board, and we have a grabbing foul on the wrist there, so Osmond gets the ball. So Osmond could not have designed that third quarter better, at least where to put the bodies. 8-2 over Sterling after what happened in the first quarter. We're talking about points in the paint.
Yeah.
Just what the doctor wanted. Hoffman from 3. Behrens the only man underneath the basket. Easy cleanup there. And here's Wust. Behrens is running. Got an open lane, up and in.
That was nice.
Have to put a body on a mat, man. So Sterling, as they've done all contests, answers right back when Osmond looks like they might go on a run. Behrens with the steal. And that's up and in. 6 straight now to open up this fourth quarter. You know, one of the strangest games we witnessed was the Emerson Hubbard Newman Grove game in the first round. Emerson Grove down 18 in the fourth quarter. Came back to win it. But that is not going to lend itself toward victory. Randy Yoakum wants to talk it over. Sterling very confident and happy with their accomplishments today. We're going to take a timeout, 55-36 the numbers in favor of Sterling. All Sterling in this fourth quarter. 55-36 now.
Yeah.
Boy, if you're a Jet booster, hard to pick an MVP. Ewer has played very well. Behrens has played well. Hazen has played great under the boards. And of course, Justin Haynes has been phenomenal. Put back there by Wusk, the only man I don't mention. Timely, he steps up and scores.
Doesn't it figure?
21 now, that's the Jets' biggest advantage. Lure for 3. We've seen stranger things happen. Again, that Emerson Hubbard Newman Grove game in the opening round, they were down 18 with about 5 minutes to go and made that splendid run to win it. Lure with some open space, but nice play by Behrens to come back and slap the ball away.
See, those are the things that don't show up in the box score, but they make a big difference. We'll get another look at it. That's clean. That was all ball. It'll still be Osmond basketball, but at least Sterling avoids the automatic 2, which it looked like that's what that was going to be. Here's the other shot up and another block.
Well, Steve, you're right. That stuff doesn't show up in the book, but boy, hustle, hustle, hustle. The Jets have really been going full bore from start to finish here. Lure for 3, and that's his second in a row. So it's 6 straight points for the Tigers. Behrens to Wusk. After a bit of a problem, the Jets able to get it into the front court. Ewer now will do it himself. Up, off, and Osmond with the ball. It's Hoffman. He's got Ganzabom. He'll drive on the baseline off the glass. The follow, no good. Johnson can't connect. They're going to need bunnies like that.
Those hurt.
So it's Wusk now. And the Jets will set. Ewer looking. He'll shoot. Good. A nice sound, isn't it? Nothing but nylon.
He squared up real nicely for that shot.
There's Hoffman. He gets a blocking foul against Ewer. So Hoffman will go to the line. That's not a bad play for Hoffman. Gets to go to the line, get some points on the board without any time expiring. Have to be aggressive at this point. 59-42.
Osmond's going to have to do a little extra work on the defensive end of the floor, too, because Sterling just comes down and keeps getting 2-3 points a shot. So they're going to have to pick it up on the defense and then maybe jack up some threes. Jeff Lure has 3 3-pointers on the game, 2 threes in this fourth period.
Osmond still unable to get it into those magical single digits. It's been a double-digit lead for quite some time. Ewer up, in, bucket, foul. And the hopes of the Tigers are slowly slipping away. Ewer just goes up strong.
Yeah. Well, if we didn't see the best of him before half, we're seeing a little bit more of what he can do here in the second half. He's hit some outside shots, and then we just see him go inside to get a bucket.
Look at Behrens.
More hustle.
Scrapping for that loose ball. Lured looking for the 3-pointer. Look at that. The kid has found his stroke.
Yes,
He's
he
getting him
has.
the ball.
Lure of Osmond with 3 points.
He has the last 9 points.
Yes.
Field goal wise anyway, not counting the free throws from Hoffman. Haynes in the paint. Good. Boy, they rotate that second guy through the middle.
Yep.
He's been open the entire game.
There was a lot of room for him in there.
Ganzabom, 3.
Oh!
Well, they're trading 3 for 2 right now. By doing so, they've climbed to within 13. Both coaches working their respective teams. The Osmond faithful like it. We're going to take a timeout and rejoin the action in a moment. 63-50 in favor of Sterling. The Devaney Center, the 3-point field goal working for the Tigers. Ganzabom with that one. Luer has the last 3 before that point. And Osmond with the loose ball. 2:40 to go. Jets by 13. Von Retzel stripped, and the Jets come away with it. It's Behrens. He did this before, right down the lane, but he's called for the offensive foul. The charge. So time quickly slipping away from the Tigers as we take another look at Behrens' foul. It wasn't Johnson. It was a nice job there by Jeff Luer to keep his feet in one spot, drawing the foul.
Osmond needs to get something in. Whoa!
I think Luer's eyes got a little bit bigger than his shooting hand there. That was an NBA or close to it 3. Hazen.
Oh, good foul. Not too much Ganzabom could do there.
Not a good turnaround, though. If you're going to take a shot like that, I know time is slipping away, but he's been hot near the arc, but he was quite a ways out. You get a long rebound like that, the Jets are off and running. So it's Hazen who will go to the line.
Looks like Randy Yoakum is going to go to his bench, bring in James Steckelberg at the next opportunity.
So Steckelberg is in. Luer takes a seat, and Hazen will take the ball. He's got one more. Johnson with the board, and here come the Tigers. It's still a 13-point deficit. Steckelberg to Hoffman. Hoffman working the corner.
Got to get something here. Oh, you could see that coming from the back.
Behrens with a nice block. And West will be called for the travel. Could not find the handle. Johnson down low, but we have a push. We'll go against Hazen.
It's 3 on Hazen.
So a minute and a half to go. It's the Jets by 13. And Osmond has to put a bevy of points on the board in a hurry. Johnson in the lane. Boy, they've missed those gimmies time and time again tonight, and it's cost them.
Yeah. That's unfortunate, too, because the effort from Osmond is there, but those close shots just aren't falling. And Greg, it's like you're saying, it's coming back to get them now.
Is it me, or does it just feel like it's 7 o'clock at night? I'm sure the folks getting up, eating bacon and eggs, they don't have any idea what I'm talking about.
You know,
But the night just kind of bled right over until the morning for us.
I had to take a breather last night, or else it would feel like 7 for me.
So anyway, we do have Haynes at the line. That's off the mark. Von Retzel gives it to Hoffman. There's Ganzbaum, and Ganzbaum pinball. The senior connecting. It's now 10. This is as close as Osmond has been in quite some time. The turnover. And Osmond gets the ball. They can finally get it underneath 10, but there's only 1 minute to go.
Osmond's jacked up 5 3-pointers this quarter, and it's gotten them in within 10.
Sterling guarding the perimeter. Look at this shot, in and out. Rebound by Von Retzel. That won't go, and there's Hazen to clean it up. And now the Tigers will have to foul. Wusk to Haynes. And the foul will go against Lure.
Golden opportunity for Osmond that time down the floor, but once again, the board play from Sterling turns Osmond away.
So Wusk will go to the line, and Sterling looking like they will defend their C2 title successfully. The first one is down.
Yeah, I think the Sterling fans are feeling it behind us here too, Greg. What a weekend for Coach Brad Buller.
Coach Buller had a newborn son yesterday. Today it looks like he'll get a state title. Micah Scott, the name of the boy, naming it after 2 of his former players. Micah Ewer, one of the best players in the state from this year's squad. And there's Jason Barron. Give to Haynes in the foul. We'll complete our thought. Micah Ewer, the other moniker going to the son's name is from Scott Hesserman, a former All-Stater from Sterling. So you put the two together, and that's the name of the newest member of the Buller family, his second child.
Excuse me, Greg. One of the fans said that they had suggested that they name the new boy Repeat. Maybe not.
You'd have a tough time if you ever had a repeater grade.
Now the Sterling fans are feeling it. 26 seconds left, 65-53. The Jets appear to be on their way to their second straight state title.
Some much-deserved applause from the fans of both sides. A well-played game. Osmond, though, just could never get over that hump and get it back down to single digits. They had a couple of opportunities. This was not their day.
Yeah, when they got it to within 10 and about a minute 28 left, you never know when something might break for a team, but wasn't meant to be today.
Sterling with a 3-year enrollment of 66. A Class D title in 69, a D1 title in 87, a C2 title in 93. Looks like they will be adding some hardware to their collection. So the Jets change up. Justin Haynes leaves to a well-deserved round of applause. Von Retzel takes a seat for Osmond.
Haynes leaves with 13 points on the day. A good morning for him.
Well, you take a look at the Jet bench over there. They've played very well. They look like a fairly subdued group, though. No hooping, no hollering. I think this is something they expected to do. They expected to be here. This is just fulfilling one of their, I'm sure, high goals.
Whole town probably expecting them to make a return trip with all that talent coming back from last year.
Well, it almost didn't happen. Justin Haynes' basket with 8 seconds left yesterday turned aside North Loop Scotia. Today, though, the Jets will be crowned champion. Just over a second to go. The Jets will close up their season winning 18 of their last 19 games, including 9 in a row.
Greg, we were talking about that Homesteader Conference. I mean, here's a defending state champ they come into this tournament 22-4. They get beat 4 times. A lot of times you don't see that in a defending champ, but they did get beat several times this year, and that just goes to show you the strength of the hoop down in southeast Nebraska.
All 4 of the losses Sterling suffered this year. Let's correct that. 3 of the 4 losses were to state tournament teams, but Falls City Sacred Heart, the other team they lost to, no slouch, a very talented group from D1.
Yeah. Sacred Heart, I'm sure they wish they were here now, especially since Adams was upset last night.
And there is our buzzer. The final number is 65-54 in favor of Sterling. Back-to-back titles now for the Jets, and a story from the stands lies in the waiting as Natalie Kyvenhoven stands by. Natalie.
I'm here with some very excited Sterling fans, and they're excited for more than one reason. I have Christy Buller with me, wife of the winning coach. Christy had a baby last night. Christy, it's amazing that you're here. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. I told the doctors that I wasn't going to miss the game, so I told them I needed an early dismissal.
That's wonderful. How is your baby?
Fine. We left him at the hospital. We thought it'd be best for him, so he didn't get the germs and stuff.
Well, thank you. Congratulations to you and to Sterling. Craig, back to you.
Now, Steve, that is a basketball fan. It is tough to give birth and be at a game the next day. Well, this is a tough one to miss, though.
I respect that.
Yep.
That's a tough call. What are you going to do? I mean, that's good. That's good. I'm glad to see that. Everything turning out nice this weekend for the Buller family. One I'm sure they will remember for a long, long, long time to come.
We are going to take a quick timeout and return with the award ceremony, continuing coverage of the Boys State High School basketball tournament in a moment. Mr. Schultze getting his medal there. And let's take a look as Osmond gets the runner-up trophy in Class C2.
Now to the champion.
So Osmond closes out the year at 20-4. Their 7th trip to the state tournament, a success. They come up with the runner-up crown